Hi, welcome back. Right now I'm going to do an eye tutorial for you. I'm going to show you how to use Younique's mineral eye makeup. We call them Moonstruck eye pigments. They're really neat. These are actually the ones that come in my kit, my presenter kit. And so they're samples, but they're actually very large samples. And so they will last a really long time. So Younique offers 32 different color eye pigments. We have 16 matte colors and 16 shimmer colors, and they're all really neat. They're all really unique, and I've tried all of them, and they're really fun to use. I like to mix and match different ones to try new looks. Today I'm going to show you my favorite look, and it's actually the very first one I started with, and I've kind of stuck with it. It's one I'll do every other day or every 3 days. But it goes with all outfits. It's such a neutral look, and I get the most compliments on this one. So I want to show you a tutorial on this one specifically because I get asked all the time how to do this look. So I have these four, and the colors that I'll be using today, the color I'm going to start with is Infatuated, and it is a brown matte color, and I'm going to use this in my crease. Next, on the outer eyelid, I'm going to use Daring. And Daring's a shimmer, but it's like a really neat brown shimmer. And then on the inner part of my lid, I use Sexy. And Sexy is my favorite color. I use it with every single look. And I use it on the inside part of my eyelid and just slightly underneath my eye, and then you can even use it on as a highlighter on your eyebrow. So this is a really great versatile color, and this one is actually like a very light champagne shimmer color. And then this is my favorite eyeliner color, and this is called Devious. And Devious is a shimmer black, and it's the darkest black that we have, and it makes a really nice eyeliner. And this is a powder, but you can turn it into a liquid using our rose water. And rose water smells just like roses, and you can actually use it as like a moisturizer on your face in the mornings. It smells really good. It's very pretty. And what it does, you can take this, mix it with any of our minerals, and turn the minerals into like a cream. And so this makes the eyeliner a really creamy, easy to apply liner with the liner shader brush. And I love this brush because it's a 2-in-1 brush. And I use this brush all the time. And then I use the crease brush if I have a color that I'm putting on in the crease. And we do have a bigger brush that comes after this if you're just using one color. It's a great one just if you're in a hurry to just put one solid color on and then go. It's pretty easy. So, but these are the two that I use most often. And I dropped you. Sorry. I have my phone balanced on a piece of wood. All right, so let's get started. I started with Glorious Primer, and I put that on before I put on the rest of my foundation. But I want this to soak in before I put on my minerals. I feel like the minerals apply better once the primer has soaked in. But the primer is going to keep your eyeshadow from creasing, and which is great. You don't want halfway through the day your eyeshadow having rubbed off or having big creases. And so that's what the primer does really well. All right, so let's start. I'm going to take my crease color Infatuated, and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to put a little bit in the lid. This has like a little 3-hole opening, and so it's not going to come gushing out, but you just shake a little in the lid. I don't know if you can see, but just little speckles are there in the lid. I make sure that there's not another color on my brush from the day before. So I kind of wipe it on my wrist first. Then I tap my crease brush in the lid, and then I learned the hard way, don't push too hard, lightly swipe the color on. It's better to go light at first than dark. Easier to fix. And then I actually take some and put it just right down below just a little teeny bit. And then I do the same thing on the next eye. I like to go back and forth between my eyes because it helps me keep it even. I do a better job of getting the color on evenly if I go back and forth. So then I switch and do the next crease. And I go right below that eye bone. You can go above, but I prefer most of my color to be below. Okay, and you can kind of manipulate it with your fingers once it's on to kind of keep it even. I don't go too dark. I like to kind of stay light. Okay, so after I do my crease, then I move to the outer part of my eyelid. So, and I will be using Daring. Daring is such a cool color. I shake it into my lid, and Daring is a shimmer. You can see the shimmer in the lid, but Daring is very pretty. Take my liner shader brush, and I kind of lay it in there a little bit kind of flat at an angle, so I make sure that the color is getting on the flat part of that brush, like that. And then, since these are loose, they stick best if you tap them at first, because you just loaded up that brush. So just tap it, because I learned the hard way that if you go ahead and brush it on, you're gonna fling it all over your face. And since these are pigments, they're pigmented, highly pigmented, and they stuck all over my face. And so then I was wiping off my foundation, and then I was starting over, and so tap it. Okay, so tap the brush into there. I put a ton in there, so I don't need to add more. So it's on my brush, and I go to the other side, and again I tap, 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 because you want it to stick to your eyes and not all over your cheeks, because then you will spend forever doing your makeup, and nobody wants to spend all day doing their makeup. I mean, I guess you might, but I have 4 kids, and I can't leave them alone too long. The house might burn down. So then I kind of go back in, just kind of fill in any spots that I maybe didn't get tapped in there very well. Okay, now that's on there, and look, it's so pretty. But see, there's a line. That will be fixed in a little bit. Okay, so that was Daring. After Daring, I moved to Sexy. Sexy is my favorite. So my brush has stuff all over it. So I kind of do this on my wrists, and I fling the extra Daring all over the place. It's all over the bathroom. And then I shake some Sexy into the lid. Sexy's so pretty. It's a shimmer. So again, I tap my brush into the little lid, and you can see Sexy on there, but see how it's not on the other side of the brush. It's just right there on the front. Okay, again, I tap, 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 tap. Okay, and I go over to the side, I go over the top, I overlap slightly. Okay, I haven't blended the two together yet, but that's how far I've gone. And then I just put a teeny bit of that Sexy right down there. Looks really pretty when you do that. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. And same thing, tap, 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 tap. I don't want it on my face. All right, so I've tapped it on both eyes. A little bit below. I've decided whenever I use 2 shimmers on my eyes, I don't want additional shimmer up here below my eyebrow. I tried it for a while, and to me it's too much shimmer, and I don't like too much shimmer. All right, so then what I do is I take it, and now I brush it together. I blend the two together. Get it blended in there a little bit with that crease. Do the same thing on the other side. Blend the 2 colors together so there's not obvious lines. Okay, so you're going lighter to darker. I love that look. I love lighter to darker. I think it's so pretty. It's dramatic, but not dramatic because it's just on your lid. You can really only see it when your eyes are closed, you're looking down. So whenever you want a more dramatic look, you go higher with your crease. So you have more color up above your eyebrow, or up above your eyelid. Okay, so that's what I do for my eyeshadow. And then I'm done. Next, I move to my 3D mascara. I'm a really messy mascara putter oner and always have been. So actually a lot of times I will put this on before I do my eyeshadow because sometimes I have to like wipe it off my eyes, and then I'm wiping off the eyeshadow. So bear with me because I'm looking in my phone trying to do this. So might get messy here. Okay, I love the 3D mascara. Okay, what we've got here comes in like an eyeglass case here. And you have 2 tubes. One tube is a gel that's like mascara, and one tube is 100% green tea fibers. Okay, so the gel, if you want, just put this on. And if you don't want the fibers, it's essentially mascara, but it's stickier than a mascara would be because you want the fibers to stick, right? So these are the fibers, and they're just fuzzy. And they're attached to this brush. Now see how I have like a little clump right there? Well, how you fix that is you take it and you pump it. That makes those little fibers stick, and they will stay on there. Okay, they just cling to it better if you pump it. Okay, so I always pump before I put it on. All right, then, okay, I kind of close my eyes a little because I realize when I open my eyes really wide, my eyelashes get so long that they start getting all over my eyebrow. And so if I keep my eyes kind of squinted and closed, I don't get it all over the rest of my eyes as much. Oh, there we go. I already got it up there. Okay, so I put the gel on, get the gel on really well. And on my first coat, if I do more than one coat, I cover my entire eyelashes. And you could stop there if you wanted to. Okay, it's like a mascara. Then you take your fibers. You want to do one eye at a time on this one because the gel does dry pretty quickly, and you want the fibers to stick. Because if your gel has dried and you go to put the fibers on, then those little fibers throughout the day will just start falling on your cheeks, and you will have these little fibers on your cheeks all day, and you'll wonder what happened. So if you get distracted like I do, sometimes I don't seal these in. So after you put these on, like so, then you need to seal it again with the gel. Otherwise, they don't stick. Some of them will, but not all of them. So you put this on over the top to stick. All right, now that's one coat. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyelashes are long and thick, and it's just mascara. What's better than that? And this is 100% natural. So the gel and the fibers. All right, so then I move to my next eye, and I don't put fibers on my lower eyelashes. Don't even get me started. We get mascara all over the place when I start putting it down below. So I have a hard enough time getting it on the top. So I move to this eye, and for some reason I'm better at this eye than I am at my other eye. So this eye usually looks longer than the other eye. Because I'm crazy like that. All right, and then the fibers, and I need to pump again. And get those fibers on. If you notice little fibers, little clumps coming off, you can stick your brush back in. All right, and then you move to put your last coat on, and I'm doing it again, getting kind of messy there. All right, I don't know if you can see those lashes. Okay, and so now that I've kind of used the wand a little bit, I use kind of what's left over to put on the bottom lashes. I don't put very much. I don't like very much on my bottom lashes. And I'm messy. Okay, so that's what I do for my eyes, and they're so beautiful. If you want, you can do more than one coat. I like to do one coat, unless I was going somewhere special. You can curl these, but I would wait 10 minutes till it's completely dry, because you have gel, fibers, gel. You want to make sure it's dry. Otherwise, you're going to end up like the eyelashes are going to clump together because you've glued them together by squeezing the eye thing. So that is the 3D mascara with the, ignore that I got mascara all over here, with the eye pigments. And I think it's so pretty. It's so easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And actually I have lip gloss. I decided it's not my color, but I need to order a different color. So, but I'll show you real quick what it looks like on. Our lip glosses are not sticky. They're really smooth, and they are long lasting, and they're shiny, but they're also kind of like a lipstick, which is great in a tube. Now, I'm kind of a neutral person. This is a little bright for me, but just to show you an example, these have a mirror on them. And so when you're out and about, you can see what you're doing with your lips. So it's a pretty color. I just prefer neutral, but I think when I order, I'm going to order Luxe. And this color is called Ladylike. So if you prefer a red, then you will really like Ladylike. It's kind of a reddish with a slight hint of maybe a little bit of orange. But anyways, I really like their lip glosses. The consistency is really nice. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps. I'm kind of one of those people that needs to see it and see it being applied before I can order. So I understand how hard it is to order something that you don't have in your hands. So I hope this video has helped you see how easy it is to apply mineral makeup, and I hope you learned a lot. All right, thanks. Bye.